Hey everybody, it's TR, and today we're here to mourn the passing of this model of guitar. Just found out looking around online that Gibson has discontinued the Tribute. Love them or hate them, it's the Tribute. I also found out that the studio's going away too, apparently. News to me. So I just wanted to talk today a little bit about the Tribute. What's different about it? It's an inexpensive guitar, why it was inexpensive, and just all that stuff. So my opinion right off the bat, it's a great guitar. Okay. Robert Jackson said they were garbage in regards to comparing to the new Epiphone models that are coming out in like the low to mid teens in price, you know, like $1,200, $1,500, and they're putting Gibson pickups in them. And essentially, you get like my 59 Epiphone there that's got all the Epiphone neck and body, but Gibson electronics, pots, switch, pickups. Anyways, essentially that's what they're turning into. And he's like, well, people will say, well, just get a real Gibson for the same price. And he mentioned the Tribute and said it was pure garbage. Of course, he doesn't own one, right? I don't know if he's even ever played one. Doesn't own one. That's for sure. But he knows it's pure garbage. By the way, anybody I've checked on YouTube that does seem to own one actually seems to love them. And a lot of these people are people that have like, you know, the R8s and R9s and all of those like Gibson perfect recreations of the 50s Les Pauls. And those people also like this. So right off the bat, obvious differences. This thing doesn't have any binding. You kind of get a full binding effect around the edge of the body because it does have a full maple cap. No, it's not a veneer, it's full maple cap. It's just a piece of maple. It's not flamed, there's nothing pretty about it, it's just maple. But it does have a maple cap. It is 1 3/4 inches thick. The only real Gibsons I have that are Les Pauls are this, obviously. A Studio, which is also 1 3/4 inch thick, and I think they're supposed to be thinner as well. And then I have a Special and a Junior Special, which obviously are thinner on purpose, right? So I measured my Epiphone Les Pauls, which I have several of, and they're all pretty much 2 inches thick. So right off the bat, yes, this is 1/4 inch thinner than a real Les Paul, which can be good because it's lighter. I tried to, you ever find something online and then you can't find the page again, it's gone, or you just can't look it up or whatever? Once upon a time, I had a page that listed all the different years of this Tribute. This is a 2017, which I am thinking might be the first year they made them. I'm going to get into that in a second. The information, anyways, I found on there said that the 17s, there was no weight relief. I don't know what this weighs. I should buy like one of those digital scales for weighing fish and stuff that I can hang it up by. I can't tell you exactly what it weighs. It's not super light. It's not super heavy. Supposedly, though, these were non-weight relieved. And then the next year, they weight relieved them. And the year after that, they weight relieved them, but in a different way. So one of them was with the circles. One of them was with chambers. I'm not even sure which. This webpage I found explained them, and I can't find it again to tell you, and I'm sorry. I looked. I really tried. Another difference with this being a 17 is from 2018 on, they have maple necks. This is not a maple neck. I know somebody's going to get in the comments and they're going to tell me it's a maple neck and it's just stained brown and I don't know what I'm talking about. I'll show you close-up pictures. This is 100% a mahogany neck on this 2017 model. They did switch to maple. And when they switched to maple, they didn't try and hide it. They put a clear finish on it, and you can see it's maple. This isn't, it's mahogany. Standard Gibson tuning machines, 490R, 490T pickups, which I like. Of course, a lot of people don't, because it's what comes on the guitar, so of course it's got to be bad, right? Just like they came out with the Nashville Bridge. Well, Gibson's trying to pull a fast one on us, so we want the ABR1. Guitar players are retarded. We know this. This particular 17 model came with a gig bag. In 18, they went to the soft case, which looks like a nice case, by the way. Also, though, the price went up every year. Up, up, up. I think when they last made them, before they discontinued the line, they were up to like $1,200. You're gonna cry when you hear what I paid for this. So this is a 17. I bought it when the 18s were out and they were trying to get rid of them. So gig bag, no soft case, $809. Brand new. Bought it from Zounds, $809, brand new. Bought a nice nondescript, generic, made in China hard shell case. It's a knockoff of an SKB, and it's a good one, for $90. So $900 total. I got this with a hard shell case, a hard shell SKB style plastic, coated on the outside hard shell case. So, you know, this came with all the usual Gibson case candy and stuff. This is billed as having a rosewood fingerboard. It looks it. This should have been right about the time rosewood was going away. And it's a thick one too. It is a thick fingerboard. They're plecked. This nut action, I'm looking at it, it's like, holy cow, is that nut cut too low? And the way I test, you know, you can push down in between the second and third fret and check for space on the top, which, man, is there any? It's hard to tell. Way to tell is take your pick. I don't know if you can hear this or not. I got a fan going here, but. So you see, if I go up here, you'll get, so here this is a note lower, right? So I know there's some space. You can't hardly tell, undetectable amount of space. So the action on a fretted note and the nut note are all identical. It's because the machine did it with a laser and stuff. So all mahogany, solid maple cap, 1/4 of an inch thinner, same pickup, same electronics. It's got a satin finish, which, you know, my 1992 Studio has the full-on gloss nitro finish. It's sticky. This satin is a little smoother, a little slipperier. Still, compared to a satin poly, it's not as slippery. Satin poly finishes are like slick. This is a little bit, I describe the feel of this as waxy. It feels waxy. But I like it. It's obviously the inlays on the fingerboard are fake, but they're like aged. They look like they're yellowed. So the thing that changed the next year, besides the soft shell case, was they included a poker chip in the case. You could put it on if you wanted. I had to buy this one. And I bought a real Gibson one because it's a Gibson. And anytime you buy anything with Gibson, it costs. Same thing, this truss rod cover. It said Tribute on it. I don't know. I just wanted a plain one. So I bought a Gibson truss rod cover. And that's all I've done to it. I don't know if the newer ones came to the part where you had the pick guard option to take it off, put on, or whatever, but this came with a pick guard, obviously. I like it. I don't know what else to say. It sounds like a Les Paul. And as I said, 1 3/4 inch thick. My Epiphone Les Pauls are all 2, so I'm going to go with they're supposed to be 2. But I've got no gripes about that because it's got a nice weight to it. So they quit making them. There's your answer why you have those $1,300 and $1,500 Epiphone ones. I'm sure they're great guitars. One of the theories is this is too good for the money you were paying. So that's why I did it. Anybody got one of these? Tell me what you think. And then again, yes, the first year, or at least this year, 17 mahogany neck. After that, they went to maple. So I'm not parting with it. It's mine. I'm keeping it. I guess if I ever want another Les Paul, I better have like $2,500 to spend, because otherwise it's going to be an Epiphone, not a Gibson. You guys have a good day.